Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So by the title, I know you guys can tell it's not going to be a tutorial, it's going to be something totally different. This is me telling you guys my Mac experience. So with this video, I'm going to be answering a few questions that you guys asked me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm also going to share with you my personal experience. Like I said, this is my experience. This might not happen to everyone, this might not be everybody's opinion, but this is my opinion.
That's my opinion!
So I'm gonna go ahead and go on Instagram and look at the questions that you guys asked me. For the first time ever, I actually got a ton of questions. Usually no one ever answers or asks me questions, but I'm gonna show you guys that way you don't think I'm like faking these questions. These are all on my Instagram, and I also have some on Twitter that I'll be answering. But so let me just tell you guys a little bit my experience before I answer the questions, just in case this answers the questions ahead of time, whatever. I'm gonna start off by saying I was a permanent Mac artist for exactly 1 year, from September 2018 to September 2019. I loved my job. I am so thankful for the opportunity that I got. I'm thankful for all the relationships I was able to make. I'm thankful for the learning experience. I'm thankful for just overall being able to be a Mac girl for the time that I was. And I still am a Mac girl, guys. I'm not like completely gone from Mac. So I'm a freelance artist now, meaning I'm basically just there when they have extra hours or when they need extra help. So yeah, that's me. You guys are gonna hear Alex screaming in the background. He's playing his games, so y'all know guys and games and how crazy they get. But okay, so the way I found out about the job was on Instagram. I follow my Mac counter and local Mac counters as well, just in case they ever had like an opening. So luckily they did post a flyer, and it was a job fair, meaning they were gonna have a ton of people go and basically do like open interviews, group interviews as well. So from there I found out that they were hiring. And, my lipstick's like kind of coming off, guys. I'm sorry, but it happens. I'm not trying to be perfect, because that was always like something that I wanted to do. I always went to Mac. I grew up knowing Mac because of my family members, because of my friends. They always had it, and I always saw it. Like every time I thought of makeup, I just thought of Mac, and that was back then. So I was like, you know, like that would be so awesome to work there. I would always go and get samples, and I would just see the Mac girls and be like, wow, like they look so cool. Like I wish I could be a Mac girl, whatever. So I went to the job interview, and it was a job fair, like I said. There was an open interview, so there was, I want to say it was like 8 girls and then 2 managers in the room at a time. So we had to wait for like each group to go in. And so we went into the interview, and you guys, I was so nervous. I was so scared. I didn't know what the hell like to say, what to like. I was just really nervous because I am not a professional makeup artist. I am not the best makeup artist either, especially at that time. I was not the best. So once we go in there, like we're just answering questions, and basically all they really ask you is like, you know, what got you into makeup? Why do you want to work at Mac? How'd you hear about Mac? You know, what do you like about Mac? Like just Mac questions, not really like anything personal. And I remember the one thing that just made me laugh so much was they asked a question, and it was, what was your first product from Mac, or what is your favorite product from Mac? Either one of those questions. And when it got to me, my stupid ass, okay, they have a lipstick called Velvet Teddy, like a teddy bear. And my stupid ass, when they were like, what's your favorite blah blah blah, I was like, well, my favorite product and the first product I ever got from here was Velvet Titty. Bitch, I said titty. I said Velvet Titty, and in front of like so many people and the managers. I was so embarrassed.
This is so humiliating.
I instantly got red, and she's like, Velvet Titty, like we don't make that shade, and like everybody just started laughing, and I was just like, oh my god, like that's it. It was nice trying, like nice meeting y'all. Like I was so embarrassed, but everybody laughed, so it was alright, whatever. From there, I was really shook when they called me back, and they were like, you know, we want to keep interviewing you because, you know, basically it was like a whole process. It took like almost a month just to get hired on, because there was so many people who applied, and they kind of had like weed out people little by little, like realize like who they wanted to hire on and who they didn't. So after the one-on-one interview, which is the second interview, I had a third interview, which is a video interview. Basically, you go on like this website and this thing like asks you a question and you have 30 seconds to answer that question. If you mess up on that question, you have one more time to redo your answer, but after that, that's it. You have to submit it. That right there was very, very stressful. So I messed up on all the questions. Like, I was very nervous. So after that, I was like, okay, like, I made it that far. That's all that matters. I got another call. I had one more interview, and this was on the phone with, like, was Angie. Hi, Angie. I don't know. I doubt you're watching this. But she was really sweet. She didn't ask me anything, like, personal. She didn't ask me much about Mac. She kind of just asked me about me and who I am and what I like to do and what's my life. Like, she wanted to get to know me. She didn't care about interview. Like, she was like a friend. Like, she was really cool. So from there, I talked to Angie. We had a really good conversation, and then we hung up the phone, and then maybe like 2 days later, I get another call, and it's telling me that I have one more interview. So I'm like, oh another damn interview. So I go to the interview, and basically it wasn't an interview. She told me that I got hired on and they wanted to offer me a permanent position at Mac, which I agreed to, and I cried too, and I was so happy. Like, I still remember the call of her like telling me that basically they loved me, they love my personality, and they want me to work there. And I just remember looking at my boyfriend, I started crying. He's like, oh my god, like, you cry over everything. And I'm like, okay. I finally started working at Mac like a week after that, and I met Ricky. And if you don't know who Ricky is, what are you doing? Nah, Ricky is my Mac sister for life, forever, like ever, 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 ever. That is my babe right there, and I'm gonna show you guys a picture of Ricky. But that's Ricky. I love him with all my freaking heart. Ricky, you know I love you. We had such a great relationship. We still do have such a great relationship, and I'm so thankful to have met you and the opportunity to be your friend, because you're amazing, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm rooting for you all the damn time, okay? Anyways, with that being said, I also made another friend, which is Mairani, and I'll show you guys a picture of Mai. Mai is her nickname. Her name is Mairani, but I like to say Mai. She was amazing. She was so dope. Such a great coworker. Like, I miss her so much, and I'm so thankful to have met her as well. I think I'll remember so many things with her. She was just so freaking funny, so relatable, and always honest and always truthful. And I know I could always count on her if I needed someone's opinion, because she would tell me what she wanted to say, not what I wanted to hear, you know? And that too, she'd always say you know, so now I always say you know. But anyways, so there, I met them, and they were honestly so dope. At my first day at Mac, I literally almost died, and I have a story time for that. But basically, I choked on my break upstairs in the lobby, like in the employee like lobby, or I don't know, cafeteria, whatever you want to call it. But there's like a little section where all the employees can go and like just hang out for their break, the break room, I guess. And so yeah, I'm over here choking on gummy worms, and it was just really, really, really stressful. Really, really stressful ass first day. I literally almost died. It was scary. But after that, like, we just had a really good relationship. After like 2 months that I was hired onto Mac, we did get trained. So we were sent to another county to get trained by a trainer who goes all around, you know, different areas of California to train people, like basic training, like sanitization, being clean, being organized, and product knowledge as well. And so we had training for, I want to say it was like 4 days straight. And it was really cool, really, really dope. Such an amazing experience. I learned so much that I didn't know, and I'm so thankful for that, because I still use that today in like my freelance work or on myself. It's just a really cool, it's like a class basically, and they just teach you everything you want to know. And I thought that was really dope, because usually you got to go to school for these type of things. Mac kind of has like a school for you, and as you go with the company, you get to go to these trainings every like 6 months, and it's so amazing because you learn so many new things. And I thought that was really dope. I would get super excited every time I got certified for something. But yeah, they train you a lot. You don't need to, in many Mac locations, it just depends on the state. You do not need a cosmetology license or a license to work for Mac. Thankfully in California you don't need one, so I was able to work there, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not a certified makeup artist. I just do makeup and hope it looks good. So yeah, also you do have to be 18 years old to work at Mac with a high school diploma or GED, but that's literally all you need to work there. But yeah, after training I went back, and you know, it was just regular work. Every 3-4 months we had like this thing called the update, and you basically learn about the products that are coming out for the next like 5 months. So say like October, we'd have the class in October, and we'd know everything that was coming out till like February. And it's so cool because you just feel like so like backstage, like access, like it just feels, I don't know, I thought it was cool. I think it's so cool. You know, I know a lot of stuff that's coming out that y'all don't even know what's coming out yet. But I thought that was really cool about MAC. After working there, I did notice things were changing. You know, things were very stressful. We have this thing called sales goal. So basically every day you have a goal that you have to make. So it depends on like the day, it depends on the hours you work, but everyone does have a goal that needs to be made by the end of the day. If you do not make your goal by the end of the day, it will roll on to the next day. If you don't make it that day, it'll roll on to the next day, next day, next day, next day, and etc. And at the end of the month, if you do not make your goal, you will get written up. At the second month that you do not make your goal, you will also get a write-up. At the third month, if you do not make your goal, you are fired. Yep, you're fired. Like, so MAC is more of a job that, I don't want to say cares more about money, but they do. It's more about making money. It's more about making sales than it is about doing makeup. So if you're a person who thinks that MAC is just a place where you can do makeup, then that job is not for you. And I'm telling you from my personal experience, MAC is not a just makeup store. It's not just makeup. No. Like, I personally underestimated it, and a lot of people do, because from the outside it looks like people just do makeup. No, from the inside, from my experience, it's a very stressful, hard job. Like I said, you have to make sales goals. It's more about retail than it is about makeup. You know, there's a lot of stress that comes from it. There was times I had to make $3,000 a day on Mondays, which nobody would go into the store, and it was just so stressful to the point where I had panic attacks. I was just anxious all the damn time. I was stressed out to the max. Like, I'd come home stressed out because I was like, I didn't make my $3,000 goal. Like, what am I gonna do tomorrow? Like, I'm gonna get fired. Like, I was so worried about not getting fired than I was worried about enjoying my job. And that says a lot. Stores are dead, and they'll be like, there's no excuses, like, do this, do that, do that. And it's like, people just don't want to buy MAC anymore. It's not the only brand anymore. It's not the best brand anymore, and people know that. So MAC needs to chill out with your damn goals, and care more about your employees' mental health. Care more about how they're feeling. Maybe then you won't have a reputation that MAC girls are mean. Because a lot of MAC girls are mean, and that's from experience too. I had coworkers who didn't like me. People who didn't even work for MAC, that worked inside Macy's, didn't like me, treated me like complete trash because of who I was, because of what I believed in, because of what I wanted to do with my life, and because I was actually doing my job. And there was a lot of toxic energy, and there's a lot of bad relationships in that store, and I'm so thankful that I'm not there anymore. I mean, I am, but I'm not all the time. And it's just, it got me to the point where I needed to leave because there was bullying. There was bullying and there was harassment, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I complained several times to the point where I would cry complaining because I felt so frustrated. I felt so anxious. I hated going to work at one point in my life because I just hated seeing these people and knowing that they're gonna treat me like shit, and knowing that no matter what I say, it's not gonna get taken seriously. And it sucked. It sucked so bad, because even right now, as much as I want to expose these people, as much as I want to tell them off, I'm not going to, because at the end of the day, if I'm a better person than them, I'm not going to be like them. I'm not going to treat them the same way. I'm going to treat them better because I'm better than them, and that's on that. Like, and I know some of y'all are probably watching right now rolling your eyes at me, but that's okay. Like, I don't care. Like, you don't like me, that's fine. At least respect me, but you couldn't even do that. And that sucks. But whatever. Like, I know you're probably watching, like, hella angry. You probably want to dislike this video so bad right now. I know you do. I know you do, girl. It's okay. Hit that dislike. It's fine. Hit that dislike button. But anyways, like, you know, there's favoritism in workplaces, and I do believe there was favoritism at my workplace, because these people who treated me so bad have worked in that Macy's store, in that MAC counter for so many years now. I don't know how. Well, I do know how, by brown nosing, but it's just, I couldn't handle it. As much as I wanted to be mean, as much as I wanted to be a bitch back to them, I wasn't. And you know, that's why I left, because it was so toxic to the point where I just felt like I didn't belong there. I felt like I don't like talking about things like this. They make me really anxious, but I just felt like my voice wasn't being heard. I felt like I was nobody, and I felt like I was alone. I felt like every time I complained, it was either, oh my god, I don't want to cry. It was like pushed aside, and you know, my feelings weren't seen as valid, and it sucked. Okay, sorry guys, I kind of like started getting like emotional. But it was just a very toxic place for me that I just couldn't be happy there anymore. And it sucked because I really loved my job. As much as I said it was very stressful, yeah, it was very stressful, but I still loved my job. Like, I was able to say, like, I'm so excited to go to work. I'm so happy I get to go to work tomorrow. I can't wait to go to work tomorrow. Like, I never in my life was able to say that, because I always hated my jobs. I hated where I was at, and it sucked. It took me a while to finally decide that leaving was the best thing for me, and it was gonna help me, and it really has. And I'm so happy that I left, because I feel so much better. I'm back to being confident. I'm back to knowing that I'm a really good artist. You know, it sucks that I left for the reasons that I did, but overall, I left on good terms. Like I said, I'm still a freelance artist, so I'm still gonna be there. It's just not the same, and I feel like that's why it makes me so emotional, because I wish things could be different, but I know they never will be, because of the fact of the people who work there. It's favoritism, and it sucks. And I might get in trouble for saying that it's favoritism, but it is, because how come I can cry to you? How come I can complain about this person who has made work for me so terrible, to the point where I was like doubting myself and my work? Like, that's not okay. Okay, like, I was being made fun of at work. I was being targeted at work. My own clients were being stalked by these people who made work so miserable for me, and it's so freaking weird. Like, you guys are weirdos. I'm sorry, but you're a weird ass person to not like me, not even be able to look at me, but yet go and tweet things about me, go and have a whole group chat about me, and tell people in the work area not to talk to me because I'm full of myself, because I'm two-faced. I appreciate everything in life, okay? And I make a big deal out of anything, whether it's getting on a PR or accomplishing something. I'm gonna talk about it because I deserve to talk about it. And me talking about those accomplishments intimidated so many people, and I'm sorry that my accomplishments make you feel that way, but if you weren't so worried about me and you were worried about chasing your own dreams, you wouldn't be that jealous. You'd be chasing your own bag and actually having a career that you want for yourself. Like, instead of using that time to talk about me, to hate me, to spread so much negativity, use that time to better yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're never gonna get anywhere in life with the same attitude. You know who you are. I don't need to say your name, but change your mentality. Not for me, but for yourself, because you owe it to yourself to be a better person. And you don't need to apologize to me. Please do not ever talk to me. Do not look at me. Do not message me. I don't want your apology. That's how you want to live your life. That's fine. But I just hope that you realize that that toxic energy and attitude is not going to get you anywhere in life. And I really pray and hope that you become a better person for yourself, at least. Besides all that stuff that I went through and had to put up with, and I'm not going to go into detail into everything, but just know it was a lot of stuff that I went through. It was ridiculous. I really am thankful for that job, and you know, maybe not everybody liked me, but that's okay, because not everyone's gonna like you, and that's something that everybody has to accept, is that you cannot please everyone. You really can't. Now, I'm like, screw it. If people don't like me, they don't like me, and I don't care. I'm not gonna like you back. I'm just kidding. No. If you don't like me, you don't like me. That's fine, but you're still watching my videos, and that says more about you than it does about me. But overall, you know, the experience that I had there was really good. I did learn a lot from the company. So besides all the negativity and the toxic stuff that I dealt with, that's not the only reason I left MAC. I I left Mac because I was very stressed out about the whole goals. I was very, very stressed out about making my goals, and I didn't want to be the type of person who sold things to people knowing it wasn't going to work for them, knowing they weren't going to like it, knowing it was probably going to break them out. I don't like to be a sellout. I'm not going to sell you stuff because I have to sell it to you. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you where you can get a better product, because at the end of the day, I care more about people. I just left because it's time that I put my complete energy into something that I want to do, and that is this and YouTube and chasing my dreams. You can't be 100% at everything if you're spread way too thin, and I realized that because I was either not doing complete tutorials, I wasn't doing the looks I wanted to do, things were just very stressful, and I was taking on way too many things at once. So I said, what's making me the least happy, and cut it off. So I said, okay, maybe this is a time that I do leave Mac and do something better for myself, because at the end of the day, as much as I loved working for Mac, I knew I wasn't going to be there forever, because that's not what I wanted to do with my life. This is what I want to do with my life, and hopefully it works out for me. Besides all that, working for Mac was something I'll always appreciate and I'll always remember and be thankful for. It's something that I've learned from so much. I've been able to make the best relationships. I was able to work with people that I admired so much. You know, my Mac manager, who is not a manager there anymore, she doesn't work there anymore, but her name is Ashley, and I'll insert a picture right here. She was always there for me as a friend before I even got the job. She would give me advice on makeup and feedback, and I'd always take it and I'd always use it and become a better artist. And because of her, I am now able to take feedback correctly, and I don't get butthurt because of something people doesn't like. Like, no, I learned from her that, you know, you have to be able to be willing to want to learn and grow, and to be able to hear that your work isn't good from certain people, because like I said, you can't please everyone. And if you want to be a good makeup artist, you have to learn that your preference isn't always what your client's preference is. So what you might want them to look like is not what they want to look like. Always ask your clients what they want and how they like it, because that's how you're gonna get returning clients. If you're doing the same look on everybody, not everybody wants a bold eyebrow, not everybody wants a wing, not everybody wants eyelashes, and it takes a lot to grow and learn from that. But thanks to Ashley, I now know how to take feedback and am the artist I am today because of her help. And she knows that, you know, I love you so much, Ashley, and I'm so thankful for the amount of time that we spent together, and thankful for the relationship we have together, and I'm thankful for you. And you know, I really hope everything you want in life comes to you, because you definitely deserve it, and I'll be rooting for you the whole time. Justina, Maria, Betsy, Angelia, Mona, all you guys, like, thank you for being kind to me. Thank you for treating me like a friend, and for helping me grow as an artist. You guys are amazing, and I will never forget you guys, and I'll always appreciate the relationship that we had together. But yeah, okay guys, so now I'm going to answer the questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. The first question I'm going to answer is from SMHHSAVV Sav, and it is the longest you've taken on somebody. So probably my first client was the longest client I ever took, because I was so nervous, I was so anxious, I was just like, I was scared, I was just like, they're gonna judge me, like, it's my first day, leave me alone. I took almost 2 hours on this lady. This poor woman, she was so patient and so sweet the whole time. And, you know, she was happy with the end result, but it just took forever. And I feel so bad because I took that long, but I was just so nervous. The next question is from Julie. Julie girl. Hi, Julie. And it is, what is your most memorable experience? And my first class. That was something I'll always remember. It wasn't a big class. It wasn't honestly what you guys are probably thinking. That class was literally only my friends. Only my friends went to the class, and it was about 7 of them. It was just something that I couldn't believe was possible for me and an opportunity for me in the first place. Like, working for Mac was always a dream, but being able to teach and have a class was something that was just a dream come true, and something I'll always remember. And I'm so thankful for my friends who went and showed up and showed support. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. This question is from Emily Castillo, and it is, do you get paid more if you're a certified cosmetologist? So I am not sure. I'm not a certified cosmetologist, so I wouldn't know that. But you do get paid more as a permanent artist than freelancers do. The question is from XO_RM1, and it is, did people treat you different once you started working at MAC? Definitely. Definitely. Some people are actually treating me like an actual artist now because they see that I worked at MAC, and it sucks that it had to take that to like realize I'm a makeup artist. But some people did respect me more. So another question is from Miranda, and it is, did you get free products? Yes, not all the time, but whenever we had like new launches and stuff, it's called gratis. It's like a gift from MAC. They just give you like one of each like collection. Like for example, we had this huge collection come out for holiday, and I remember getting like a contour palette, I got a blush, a lipstick, and a highlighter, and that was really cool. So like every launch, maybe not every single launch, but most of the launches we did get free stuff. It just took forever to get them. This question, Rebecca, you guys, Rebecca, she said, have you had sex? You got the concept of this video, but I mean, I have a kid, so. Next questions from Caitlin X Moreno, and it is, what were the discounts like for you as an employee? So we did get a discount. Only permanent artists and managers and above that get a discount, and it is 60% off, 60% off MAC products, and that was such an amazing discount. Like Jesus, that came in clutch. But another question is, what's the worst experience you had with customers? So one of the worst experiences I've ever dealt with was this woman who told me that she didn't need help, that she didn't want advice, and she didn't want my service because of my skin color. And I'm not even fucking dark. I'm not dark at all. I'm light. I'm an NC 20. I'm not dark at all. And for me to be treated like that was really, really wrong, and it just really pissed me off. But I guess that's America today, is people think they're better than you because they're white. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people act that way. And if it was my workplace, if it was a place I owned, I would have kicked her ass out in a second. But because I was afraid of, you know, being fired or being in trouble, I still helped her out. It was the worst experience ever because I really could not stand this woman who continued to talk about me in ways that was very disrespectful. And I wish I could have stood up for myself, if I'm being honest, but I didn't. And I know now that I do not have to deal with people like that anymore. Now that I'm not there, like, no. I will never deal with that again. But yeah, that's all the questions that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope I answered your questions about whatever it was that you needed to be answered. But that is my MAC experience. Just know that MAC is an amazing job if you're wanting to learn and you want to grow as an artist. If you're looking for a place to do makeup, that is not the place for you. Look for a salon. Look for somewhere that you'll be happy at. But overall, my MAC experience was alright. I wish it could have been better, but I did make amazing memories. I did make amazing friends and relationships, and you know, I'm thankful for everybody who was nice to me. Besides MAC girls that were nice to me, you know, there was Diana, who was an angel. There was Vanessa. There was Isabel. There was Claudia. There was Julie. There was so many damn nice people that just made my work fun, and I wish I could have seen them more, but I didn't because, you know, they didn't work for MAC. But thank you guys so much for being so kind, for being a friend to me, and for believing in me. I appreciate you all so much, and I appreciate you guys watching as well. You're helping my dreams come true, and it means the world to me that you guys believe in me. And I know I'm not the best, but I'm trying, and yeah, I don't really know what to say because I'm starting to rant, but I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you learned something. I hope you liked this video, and I hope I don't look crazy. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you in my next video. Peace out. If you do have any more questions, leave them down below and I will answer them. But yeah, as for now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Don't be a hater. Be a... I was trying to rhyme that with something, but I don't know what rhymes a hater. Hit that like button. Hit that little notification bell. That way you know every time I upload and you're aware. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I know I'm totally rambling. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm hungry. I gotta go. I'm always hungry. But yeah, you guys have a good day. Bye.